my name is the Lego Kid 2003, and we're playing some Genshin Impact. 4.7 is finally here, so that means new quests, new characters, new content. And we finally get our long-awaited Dane quest. So that's pretty much what we're going to be doing throughout today. Just gonna go through the Dane quest, see what he's been up to, and according to the special program, we're gonna see our sister again. So that's gonna be something to look forward to. Is loading up right now. So hopefully it shouldn't be too long. Sorry, I thought the loading process would be a little faster. But sadly, there will be no wishing for this version or the next, because I still have my guaranteed, and I want to wish it, and I want to save it for a character that I really want, aka Zhonglei. So yeah, I'm not wishing for Glorans, not wishing for Alhaitham or Sigewayne. Definitely not wishing for Farina, because I don't want any constellations right now. But that does mean no Sethos for us, considering how high our pity is at this point. So I'd rather not risk it. Okay. Looks like we're almost loaded up. I think. Okay, there. Let's immediately turn up the audio. There we go. Now we can hear everything that's going on. Oh. Alright, so we got a lot of Brima gems from that. Just for funnies, how many, how? Where are we? Okay. Okay, just so I can get the, little notification out of there. There we go. Oh. Oh, this will be fun. Test runs, Argon Quest, and Clarence Story Quest. Take care of the Battle Pass stuff.
Once there was a glorious...
was probably because of the resin upgrade that we got. Really quickly unlock you. Don't accept the quest. Let's do focused experience mode in case there are some NPCs that are involved in other stuff here. Okay, there we go. Let's switch our team up. Do this one. Because that is the Traveler, and it makes sense canonically, kind of. You're going to Sumeru, huh? Why are we going to Sumeru? Whatever. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we already had a Dane quest in the Nation of Wisdom. Let's see.
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I can even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
Only
The only
ones.
ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
I've never heard of that classification before.
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
That's it?
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
Yeah,
I
kind of
came
curious on
across
that.
this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Well,
I guess.
that's us for sure.
Flattery will get you everywhere with Paimon.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot.
I always do.
If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are
I
we
don't think
looking
that'll be
for?
necessary.
And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing. But the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general appearance.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs Mora to carry out.
True, that would be a
In
bit
any
strange.
case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more reliable. The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
Alright then, let's go! I'm starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
I'm getting a bit curious as well. Alright. Go to Vimara Village. Is there a... Oh, yep. It's down here. I don't really go to Samara a whole bunch anymore, or the Samara Rainforest much anymore since I already explored every corner of it. So sometimes I forget locations. Okay, so the person we're supposed to be finding is somewhere up there.
We made it to Vimara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
Sounds good.
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vimara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So,
That is
this
very
person we're
concerning.
looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Guess you're really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
Is there anything else you can tell
I know
us?
it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of it. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know? We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now.
That is really concerning.
The village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
Alright. Specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village, there's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Yeah, the village is incredibly small, so sneaking out is
We're gonna go
almost
ask around some
impossible.
more.
Alright, let's see what else we can find out. Oh dear. Where are you? Oh, you're over there. Shortcut time.
One with nature. Follow the wind.
It's that guests I hear.
It is.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
So that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
I don't think he would. Because it's kind of been the pattern so far.
Shame to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. For some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out. Well, Traveler, what do you think?
A lot of things aren't quite adding up.
I don't think so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
I would say it's more like he's someone who only exists in people's memories.
Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with?
Probably?
Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
Could it be like what
That's
happened
one
with...
of the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara
Maybe.
Village Commission?
Yeah, that's us.
Sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
We'll certainly try our best.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Yeah, sure. What is this mysterious place you wish to show us? Okay. So it's over here? There's a Sumpter Beast there. No, I don't want to do the random event.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes We would look up at the clouds in the sky or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Bamara village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively.
Okay,
Still,
to test something.
there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
Because the sub-goal's not showing up for some reason.
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with.
What is going on?
Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
Yeah, that's what family's for.
Really? You know exactly how I feel?
I used to have someone like that, a family member I could talk to no matter what, but now I have a lot of friends who understand me and would be happy to hear me out.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me. No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Wow. You two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore.
Oh, that's really sad.
I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Yeah, understandable.
Still not much to go off of.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
Yeah, don't say that. You helped us understand him better.
The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Oh, come to think of it. Every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
It was always the same time of day, and time never seemed to pass. Based on what we learned, this is definitely not a regular missing persons case. What Atosa just told us about time could be the key to unraveling this whole mystery. Yeah, that is extremely strange.
Hey, look at those hilly churls over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
A bit. It's an Abyss Mage.
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this?
Probably. Up, and we got spotted.
Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Let's do this.
Wipe out!
So that there.
The wind knows me.
That's a pyro. That's fine.
Go!
Bye. Count. Well, I should take advantage of the fact that they immediately
One with wind and
fire.
cloud. Go! Useless.
Goodbye. Alright.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
The question we should be asking now is, what is the Abyss Order doing here?
Now that I think about it, the healing trolls around Vilmara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara Village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers.
That's a definite. I didn't
Wait a
even
second.
move.
The person... It's Dainslev!
I'm cold stain.
Ah, it's you two.
Hello.
Oh, a friend of yours?
Kind of.
Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. See you later.
Yep,
Alrighty.
see you later, Atosa! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
Probably.
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're
That's
here
how
to
it goes.
investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose?
We're also on their tail, but I'll admit we ran into them on accident.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilly trail activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilly trail
Probably.
activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
Well, let's see what we can learn. What more we can learn from the villagers, and after that, you owe us many
And you shall have
answers.
them. I never intended to hide anything from you. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
Return to the village, to gather intel.
So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilly churl activity. and that is certainly not much to go off of.
Then, how about the intel they promised?
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
I actually forgot about that.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
I want to have faith in her.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about,
Is the music getting more somber?
his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedderfolnir, the Visionary. I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Your brother?
What really happened in
There
Conria
were
back
5
then?
of them, the 5 sinners of Conria. The wise Roptatir, the visionary Vedderfolnir, Gold, Rhindaughter, the foul Sertologi,
Albedo's creator.
and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir. No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo. Sertologi is the Girk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedderfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clotar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Somehow everything is connected. That's true, then the stone slates we found at that ruin in Fontaine, the ones that
They
outlined
were
Fontaine's
once
prophecy,
people of
I
great
could not have
esteem
been
in
trading that.
Conria. Those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And
That's
when the
concerning.
cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
Then, my sibling came into contact with your brother.
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
It must be hard to talk about this, but thank you for telling me.
Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation
that
was
whole deal.
launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osile and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then, what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Interesting.
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
And one of the things that flows through the ley lines are memories.
Wait, then our commission here in Vamara Village, the person who seems to exist only in people's memories, could it be connected?
It certainly seems like it could be. Memories, ley lines, the Loom of Fate, the missing person that doesn't seem to exist. What's the connection between all this?
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow. So tired. Paimon used way too much grape juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff.
I didn't sleep well either.
Well, let's
It's
go
a
find
mess.
Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
Oh yeah. Let's go find Dane, the bow keeper, and supposed eventual playable character. What's going on? Oh. We already have just from doing that, we already have all the thingies we need. It's over there. I'm gonna say that I might,
Dane?
that whenever I get like actual intertwined
Hello,
fates,
Dane?
I'm just gonna
Why
put
don't
them
you
to
just
weapon
hang out
banner.
over here?
Because I do need more weapons. More good
Did
weapons.
something happen?
What's wrong, Dane?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before. Memories
That's concerning.
of him.
It's very
Maybe-
concerning.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before.
Well, what exactly did you
I
remember?
remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
Pardon?
Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then.
Definitely. I think it's
Indeed.
safe to draw that conclusion.
And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
How's that even
Wait
possible?
then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all.
Maybe.
But why would he do something like that?
I don't know. And I wish I did.
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
I
What
guess so.
sort of truth?
Something's definitely
That
not
their
right
goal
here.
is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped
Stop
searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps Implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way.
Is the ice
Your
still safe?
concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However,
Okay.
considering their single-minded pursuit of the Eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me.
Alright.
We must check whether the Eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
Sounds like a bad idea, but let's do it. But what if someone follows us? If we go straight there and someone's on our tail, aren't we just exposing the eye's location? Maybe that's the reason the Abyss Order implanted that memory in the first place. To force Stain to confirm the eye's location. Given what I know of him, though, I'm sure Dana's already thought of that possibility. It seems like he might already have a plan. Alright, let's go. Go to the place where the field tiller's eye is hidden. Oh, it's all the way up here? Alright. Alright, 1190. And we get... I think this is the rewards that we get for completing, like from completing the quest itself, or this is extra rewards. I don't know. I guess we'll find out at the end of the episode.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure.
Oh,
Well,
great.
let's go check to see if it's safe.
Yeah, let's go.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
What? What was Dan gonna tell me just now?
Hey, wait up!
That was extremely weird. Current party levels, love that day, hush. Probably should have made food, but too late. Memories that should not exist. Whoa. This looks really cool. Kind of reminds me of Enkanomiya in a way. With all the lights and... yeah. Bunch of fungi.
Useless. Clouds high. The birds call. Water jet.
Alright, let's clear away these fungi.
Into the wind.
Get rid of these. Oh, there's more.
One with nature. Lament. Here. Here.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door, Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Oh, I thought these were chests. Okay, no, they're something completely different. Ooh, chest. Speaking of. Alright. Oh, well, there's a ruin guard right there. We're all gonna smack us out. Yep.
As one with wind and cloud. Yeah.
Ow. Okay.
I'm going in!
But it's first. Ow. Right.
Into the wind. Go! Useless.
Ow, ow. Ah, shoot. Gotta wait.
One with nature.
Gotta try to vaporize as much as I can.
Into the wind. Time to go.
There. Jeez, his attack's so low. Alright.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
Okay. That's one. That does nothing. Okay, I get it. There we go.
Ah, the door's open. Let's
Oh
go.
good. Door resurrection,
Our
please.
destination is just up ahead.
Yes. Oh, there's stuff. There's. You deceived me. Oh, there's a chest here though. That's always useful. And welcome. Someone tells me falling down there's a really bad idea, so I'm just gonna not. Let's go up here. And through here. Oh, there it is. So I can mess around with my party here. It doesn't seem like it actually heals me though, which kind of stinks. Okay, you almost have your energy at full, so it's fine. Ooh, pretty statue.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Yeah, it does kind of seem that way.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
Oh boy. Oh no.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
That's a Abyss Herald. I hate these things.
Let's light it up!
The
Everybody
passion.
stand back!
Clouds high. The birds boring.
I'm just gonna beat it up as much as I can. Oh my jeez.
Adventure time!
The wind knows me.
That's... Alright, perfectly fine, because I have some pyro elements.
Off we go!
Fine. Everything's fine, it's grand.
Into the wind.
No. Stop. Cease.
Going in!
Time to go.
Ooh, switch this
The
time.
wind knows me. Fallen leaves adorn my night.
Boring!
Almost there, almost there.
Wind strider.
Wait, can I frozen? No.
Shoot! Can't afford any more bandages.
Shoot. It's fine. It's nearly over anyway. Just a couple more good hits, and we are all good and sorted.
Go.
Ow. Actually, no, I have yeah, I'll be able to take the last hit here. I'm gonna put that on her. And down you go.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here.
Darn.
Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see.
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be
I don't
really
feel that.
sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
Leave you here on your own? Will you be alright?
The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
If you say so. Ooh, secret doors. Dane does have a point. But something still feels off. What am I missing? Oh shoot. Oh, he clenching his fist and ready to go. It's looming. I cannot wait for us to get that sword.
I knew going along
Or
with your
like,
trap would be the only
Ether's
way to
variant
meet
of
with
that
you
sword.
face to face.
Yeah,
You
there's
risked
the
your
trap.
safety
There's
and that
Lorraine.
of the Eye.
There's our
That's
sister.
quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
I wonder if we'll temporarily be able to play as Lumine and if we, like,
When
fight
the Twilight
Dainsleif.
Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone.
I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Fight? We get to fight? Fighting cancel it? Is that what we're doing? I have my fingers ready on the keys. Sorry for destroying everyone, that's just my dad.
The Abyss Order's on the move.
Dang it.
The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry.
Check on the hillturls, and they seem to be
Look
passed
at
out.
those hillturls over there.
They seem strangely calm.
Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
I don't know. Wait, I hear something.
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now?
You heard it too, Clemon? It was someone's
It
voice.
sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hillturls in some way? Oh, this
Maybe.
is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
Yeah, let's check around. So the game's telling us to go over here. Yeah, these guys are really calm.
Looks like the same thing is happening over here too. The hillturls are calm.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
It's really sad. There's the voice again. Wait, what happens if we just... Nothing! That's incredibly interesting. Even if I like break stuff around them, nothing. I'm scared to attack them directly though. But yeah, they're just extremely
Over
calm
there.
now.
It looks like they're sleeping.
And that's just normal behavior.
In the end, he whispered softly, "Sleep well, Father. Sleep well,
Sleep well, my beloved
my
people.
beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more."
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well,
Bedtime
now that the
story.
hillturls have calmed down,
why
Gamora
this
Village should
podcast
be
is
safe
called
at
that.
least.
I
Let's
think
put
I
the
just solved it.
situation to the side for now.
I
Dan said
solved
this might
why
be our chance to find the
the thing is
missing
called the
villager.
thing.
So we should head back to Vamara Village before it's too late.
Yeah, we definitely should do that. Okay, yeah, there's borderline no point in teleporting to Vamara Village is like right here. Let's just do it that way.
Boring.
And I think I'll meet you guys up here. Oh, yeah, it's over there. Never mind. There we go.
Grandpa Medea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern. But as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
That's
Well,
that's concerning.
good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Hmm? Someone's gone missing, you say?
Uh-oh.
Who would that be?
Huh?
Uh-oh. Oh. This isn't good. Things just got even more complicated.
You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm
This is
sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
But how is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadia.
Weird. Okay, so now Amadia's just completely forgotten about the situation.
We just talked to Grandpa Amadia about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that.
Yeah, we
What
literally
do you
talked
think,
about it a few
Traveler?
minutes ago.
Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
It's a little too
You're
early to
right.
say.
We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's ask other people around Vimara Village and see if they remember. Or if it's just Amadia being Amadia. What's the farms up here now? Okay.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Oh, yep, you forgot as
Just
well.
as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really?
Oh.
You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing?
Have you seen him recently?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Wait, did we somehow go back in time then?
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
Maybe. I mean, Dane did say that the ley lines were messed up, so... Given everything Dane mentioned about disturbances with the ley lines, I'd say it's far more likely this is related to memories. I need to think carefully. What's really going on? I don't know. We're gonna do that little minigame thing that was introduced all the way back in Sumeru. Yes! Okay, so people have forgotten about the missing person.
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukadevada, no one remembers him. Because there's been a change in people's memories.
We've returned to a point before the disappearance took place.
If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing.
We are presently traversing someone's memories.
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
This one?
Right.
Yeah.
Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else's memory.
That would
Just
explain
like how you
it.
entered your sibling's memory last time.
But this time Paimon's with us.
That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
If we really are in someone's memory, then this is our chance to find him.
If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is.
Let's go through what we know
That'll
so
help us
far.
narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to...
Implant memories into the minds of others.
That! Can we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Implanting memories into the minds of others must be an imperfect process. There has to be some kind of tell. Maybe. Yeah, because a good chunk of the time, especially when people are lying, they have like this one specific thing that they do that completely gives them away. Seen some false
All
memories
the
will
memories
change.
seem to be set in or near Vimara village, but I'm still not sure if they're restricted to this location.
Time doesn't
If time is
pass.
allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion.
False memories are easily
There's
forgotten.
a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are implanted into the mind. Perhaps it has something to do with time.
Maybe it's this?
Maybe not. We don't have any way to prove whether certain memories were simply
Yeah, that's
forgotten
fair.
or never existed in the first place.
Maybe it's this one.
No
Yeah, there we go.
wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit. That must mean
Yeah, that
time
is
isn't
true.
passing. That's the tell of the fake memories.
Time doesn't
The
pass, because then it would
imprinted
conflict with
memories
the real
are
ones.
basically taking
Of
place
course.
outside of the regular 24 hours of the day.
Of course.
If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there
Yeah.
could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
If we consider this in conjunction with what we already know, then the question of whose memory this is seems to have an obvious answer. Atosa.
The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described.
We're in Atosa's memories.
Right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Because she stated that
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
yep, there's our
Yep,
giveaway.
that has to be it! This is definitely Atosa's memory.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, that's where they'll be.
Maybe I have to head to the tree. Go to the place that Thosa once indicated. It's really close, but not near any waypoints, so we have to walk there. Oh, there we go.
So, you see,
You're
Granny
so close
Gifiat was a
earlier.
mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't.
His clothes look so
You
familiar.
could also just talk
Were we
about
seeing
what
clothes
you
like that
think
before?
of me?
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman. You'll meet many
Nice.
amazing people and live
He's
a very
Korean.
happy life.
Oh,
You'll
and
miss
he's
someone like me.
cute.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
But wait, are you Clotar? But younger? We finally found him, but why does he look kind of familiar? Yeah, that's exactly what I was wondering.
This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
Right.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me.
Yeah.
So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
Yeah. He looks so sad.
It's nice
I
to
feel
see you,
bad
Traveler.
now.
I believe this is the first time we've met.
He knows our name. This is Kari Bear, isn't it? Factoring in the memories of the sort of the fate. Freaking Kari Bear.
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate.
Yeah, because that.
You're Kari Bear Alberic.
Oh,
Yeah, this is Kari
You know me?
Bear.
that's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
What is he doing? What's going on? What's this text? I don't know what it says. I can't translate that. Is that Tevat's language? Is that Conrian? I don't know. Someone help. I don't know what this says. I'm completely clueless. But yeah, we finally got to meet the human form of Kari Bear. Before he was turned into a Hilichurl. Whoa. This is so pretty. The proof of existence. Oh, we're forced to use the Traveler here. I can't jump. I can't attack. I can't sprint. I can't do anything except walk. Or run, rather. Alright, yeah, let's talk to Kari Bear and find stuff out. Let's do this. Chat say absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. What is this
I
place?
suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world after all. As you well know.
You look quite exhausted.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this.
Excuse me?
And now,
Eh.
the time has finally arrived.
Indeed. This is a rare opportunity for me as well. I should try to learn as much I should try to learn as much information from Carver as I can. What exactly
Extreme
happened to
sorrow
you?
and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion.
Oh.
The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate. As for your question, the loom of fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Weaving ley lines?
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
So that was the source of your ability to implant memories.
Yes. I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation.
I guess?
After all, its existence cost me my life.
So the memories that suddenly appeared in Dane's mind were implanted by Carver through the half-finished Loom of Fate. That makes sense, but I'm still lost as to why he went so far as to introduce himself to the residents of Vimara Village.
That. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well.
Don't give Carver a hug. He feels like he needs it.
I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life.
So that's why I would have never guessed.
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me.
If you want to know what people think of you, just ask the Genshin community.
Chief Amadia, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would it be
Oh, they
like
were
if
in
I
love,
could live
weren't
alongside
they?
them? No cataclysm, no
that's
curse.
so cute.
Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I
Carver and
selfishly
Atosa looks like you together.
tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid.
Oh, it
After
doesn't.
all, my life ended a long time ago.
Oh, you're dead.
Any chance at
right.
living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
The end of this all stems from the tragedy that occurred in Connery back then. No, everyone's looking for you.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me.
As I understand it, even though you only appeared in their memories, your existence was a great comfort to them. They all believe you once lived among them.
I know.
Well, now that I found you, let's continue this conversation some other time.
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end.
Settled?
Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
Oh, shoot. We were too late. The Loom of Fate is already complete. That means the Eye of the First Field Tiller already fell into the hands of the Abyss. Could something have happened to Dane? I hope not.
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning.
Excuse me?
Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he?
Oh.
His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan.
But Dane never handed
That's right.
me the eye.
Because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
Oh, right. He gave Dane a false memory. You jerk. You extremely attractive, dead jerk. You made him think that. When?
Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait.
So you've been
We've no time to
headache.
lose. Let's head inside.
So when Dane froze up back then, it was because a false memory was being implanted in his mind. No wonder.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
So Dane had that eye this whole time, until the Abyss Order took it away. I'm not sure there's anything we could have done. Now that the Loom of Fate is complete, what are you planning on doing
I
with it?
promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved.
Your goal?
You remember my father, don't you? Clotar
Yes.
Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory.
Yeah? What's that got to do with
After
anything?
he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the Hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us.
So the thing that caused the Hilichurls to calm down back then was Kyber's story. So that was his goal. That was the only thing he wanted. He had a device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal, and all he wanted to do was offer the Hilichurls a moment of
I can't
comfort and
change the
peace.
world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
I think it was very meaningful indeed.
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too.
On the one hand, I want to cry because that's so sweet, but I also want to be so mad because first, why would he do this to us? But yeah, everyone put 07s in the chat for
Wow.
Kyber if you can.
How about a conversation?
Yeah, sure.
The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
I almost can't believe it's real.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
What exactly are you
The
planning?
Loom of Fate. I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time before the heavenly principles awaken.
Heavenly principles are still asleep?
Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria. There's been no sign of activity.
Yeah, since the
Not
cataclysm
long
in
ago,
Conria, since we got
you
power
witnessed
sealed, since
the
Lumen got
Hydro
taken away from
Archon
us.
destroy her divine throne. Yes,
Yeah, a few
such a
months ago, yeah.
flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation.
I guess
However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it.
You really hate the Heavenly Principles, don't you?
You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a Hilichurl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the Heavenly Principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words.
And as I stated, the Heavenly Principles are the reason why we're on this quest in the first place, to find Lumine, because she was forcefully taken away from us. So we should have every right to hate the Principles too.
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Well, that was a very sad ending. So even after all that, we won't remember a single lick of the conversation that we just had with our sister. Well, dang. So yeah, the Heavenly Principles is behind it all, and they're still sleeping. Oh yeah, Nahida used the word awaken too.
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya.
He never changes, does he?
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
Guy Bear and I talked for a while. He told me about the Lumafeti.
Really? What a score!
Guess our commission's complete then. Missing villager who only exists in people's memories was Kari Bear. Now he's gone, I'm not sure how to explain things to the villagers.
Well, what happened after that?
Maybe I'm just tired? I feel like something else happened, but why can't I remember? Almost feels like I lost something.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Hey, Bayram.
Bayram? You sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. It looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
So that's how Kari Bear said his goodbyes. That was the last memory he gave them.
Oh, and we also remembered his name, Kari Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
That is a unique name. Make sure you remember it this time.
Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Kari Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Kari Bear is gone, the Loom of Fate is now complete, and no one else will try to change the villagers' memories.
Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
Yeah, let's go. Again, there's no waypoint nearby, so I have to go there on foot. Sadly, please, one way.
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Tosa doesn't seem happy.
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Kari Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
I'm sure he wouldn't want you to forget him.
It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future, right?
I guess so.
okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
I'm sure he had his reasons.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two.
That might be a little
I promised I'd
complicated.
help Granny
Kinda
Tahiyat
possible.
with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Well,
Bye-bye.
that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh,
Yeah.
right. Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Kari Bear?
Right, what was it that happened? I can't remember. Feels like there's something in my pocket.
A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
You must get along with each other, the two of you. Our conquest is now done. Now the next time we have an Our Conquest will be in the Nation of War. Come on now. Where we have achievements to take care of. Oh, all the things. Existence, bedtime story. There. Any other? No. But there's this. There is new Imaginarium Theater stuff. But I don't think it's unlocked just yet. Is it?
Reduced to just standing around.
Yeah, because there's this. There's the test run stuff. The Our Conquest we just finished, and then Clorant's Story Quest, which we might do either later tonight when I shuffle stuff around, or we'll do it tomorrow. Let's actually do the test domains. I know I'm not gonna get any of these characters right now, but it'd still be good to. Okay. So, set you up,
Don't get too close.
did this.
Loaded.
Beauty. Wonderful.
Ready.
Oh yeah, because your crit rate does go up when you do a thing.
Hunt them down. Into the shadows. Enough.
Yeah, let you the opportunity to move. There we go.
Ready.
A few shots, so yeah, we have bottle life. That's awesome.
Drop your weapons. Justice will prevail.
Fire it up. Here's backup.
I summon thee.
Final warning. Into the shadows. testify.
Bring it full body life and done. Other trial stages. I'll hate them. And then we'll do Sethos then and the episode. Actually, no, let's switch first. After Sethos. I'm mainly doing Alhaitham's trial stage to just get the primos. Alright, so bring you up.
Let's dance.
Like that. Go, go.
By royal decree.
No rest for the wicked.
Right, we have two.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
And then after this next one, we should have three.
Flicker.
We don't have three. Oh, it's based on the number of enemies I hit. I see.
The process of elimination.
Okay, there we go. Click rewards and set those. Sethos can use name shot to charge level 2 to fire shadow piercing shots that deal damage. Charging speed will be increased based on elemental energy. Ooh. Firing consumes elemental energy. The skill deals damage to nearby enemies. He regains elemental energy if the skill triggers an electro-related reaction. His burst causes him to enter the Twilight meditation state, temporarily converting his normal text to enemy piercing dust bolts. So he's basically a burst-centered Electro-Yoimiya. Is what's going on here.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Whoa, hello. Okay, let's do this. Whoa, hello.
Give me some space.
Ow.
Don't be scared.
By royal decree.
Way ahead of you. Come on.
Alright.
Try to keep up.
Stay put.
You want this one?
Sure. Yeah, it's you.
Excuse me. Move to Al-Akbar.
Go, 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 go. It doesn't seem to last very long. Ow.
Excuse me.
Dude. Alright, there we go. Hey. That was fun. That was a time. Sethos definitely seems like a very Very interesting character, and I am so sad that I can't wish for him. It like genuinely makes me sad. In the event you guys are, I'm going to wish him anyway to do a weapon pull, so let's just do that real fast. 3 stars are completely useless. But yeah, just so y'all know how high my pity is, and how very much I have to not wish over the next couple of versions. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Probably should have gotten a 5-star at this point. So 75, 70. My pity's currently at 77. At this point, if I do a 10 pull now, I'm getting a 5-star. And since my last 5-star was Kuching on the limited banners, it's guaranteed to be the promoted unit. So I really have to save. Of course, right now, just from day 1, saving up about 400 Primus from the end of the last event, maintenance, the Polygems, and just all the stuff that I've done in this stream, I'm already close to a 10 pull. I could literally just wait for the Abyssal reset, or Imaginary Theater, do some stuff there, have it up for 10 pull, and then get either Chlorand or Alhaitham, just right then and there. But I will not, because I literally have a piece of paper here that says, do not character wish until 5.0 at the soonest. I say 5.0 because the 0.0 versions are typically when Zhongli makes his appearance. So I'm kind of basing everything off of that. But with all of that out of the way, we have sadly run out of time in the stream. I wish we could go for longer, but there's not really much else to do for the time being. I don't know why I had such trouble saying that, holy cow. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this stream and you're on the YouTube side of things, then please be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and as always, stay awesome. And if you're one of the lovely people who decided to take time out of your day, afternoon, or evening to come watch this stream live as it is happening, or you're here for the 2 weeks that it's on Twitch before I transferred over, then please be sure to drop a follow and maybe even a subscription if you have not done so already. And as always, long live the rebellion.